Hello, everybody. It's time again for another ZBEST DIY camera and photo equipment restoration and repair YouTube video. And we're going to be discussing the Kodak Optipod, kind of a unique piece of photographic history. You know, the Eastman Kodak Company, started by George Eastman Company over 100 years ago, was a specialty manufacturer of film and photo equipment, and they were always developing and designing new pieces of accessories that would go along with all the cameras and film and the supplies that they had manufactured. And this is the Kodak Optipod from the 1940s. This is a ball head clamp or tripod head, if you will. The camera attached here, and you would snug this down on, say, for instance, anything that you could attach this to. It could be a post, a wall, a chair. It could be, used outdoors or indoors. This piece would not scratch anything. It had a nice felt lining in here, so whatever it grabbed onto, it wouldn't scratch. You could also attach it to another screw thread on the top, quarter-inch threaded hole here for a quarter-inch screw, or attaching it actually to even to a tripod if you wanted to. So this was a very unique piece, well made. It has a little bit of weight to it, and it rotated 270 degrees left to right. It had a large wing nut, as you can see here, for tightening things down. Nice if you're wearing gloves or if you're out in the cold, or if you needed to have a larger grip there for whatever circumstance or situation that you were using this piece of equipment in. But this was from the 1940s, and it says made in the United States of America. It's got the Eastman Kodak, the EK, embossed here. So it does have a little degree of photo history, and that's the Kodak Optipod. I can kind of show you what this might have been used on. I will pull in, say for instance, one of the cameras that were made in the time by the Eastman Kodak Company. We have the Kodak Retina 3C. This is the large C camera that they manufactured, and this was one of the pieces of photo equipment that Dr. August Nagel was the chief designer and engineer on at Kodak from the late 30s. He was, of course, part of the Zeiss Icon conglomerate back in the day, with 4 companies, and then he split off and worked with George Eastman to form the Eastman Kodak Germany company in Stuttgart, Germany, creating some of the finest pieces of photographic equipment that was designed, film equipment. And you could envision something like this. This has the telephoto Longar lens. It's the Schneider Kreuznach lens, 80 millimeter. And you could very easily see this in the day being used. These Optipods are very handy. You could put these in your pocket if you didn't want to carry along, a large, like a monopod or a tripod with you. And I'll put this on just a piece of board so that you can, kind of visualize how this might be used to facilitate holding your camera when you were traveling or when you were on location somewhere. And it was advertised that it could be placed on top of say, for instance, a chair in the living room, or you could even put this on top of, say, for instance, like a board, like we're utilizing it here, and it would mount such as we see here. Kind of unique, kind of different, very well made. And it definitely holds the camera. As you can see that this is supporting the entire weight of this camera. And these are not light cameras. The Retina 3C with the large C model with the long R lens, they do very well. So it kind of a neat piece there. You got to snug that up a little bit, and it holds very well, as you can see. So kind of an interesting piece that they came up with at the George Eastman Company. That's the Kodak Optipod. I'll take this off. It was very convenient too. It's I use this from time to time when I photograph. If I need to have something to attach on. I like carrying my tripod with me as well when I photograph. But it's a handy little piece to have when you are needing to mount your camera onto something that's not too elaborate. And this comes off very easily. You just take the the ball joint off. I will put the Kodak Retina 3C over here. While we reassemble this, the ball joint or the ball head goes right inside, and you just tighten that down, and it folds down nicely. And as you can see, this goes right into a very convenient box. You can put the photographers in the day would put that right into they used to call them gadget bags for all the equipment that they would have, and very convenient. So just wanted to go over that. Also, any kind of restoration on this piece is in pretty decent condition. The only thing that you might want to do in case that there's any maybe rust or that type of thing, a little bit of abrasion, you might want to just clean that up a little bit. But it is made of it seems like a stainless steel of some sort, very high quality. This is definitely an old piece from the 1940s, and you can see the condition it's in. The other area might be to replace the felt, maybe with replacement felt, or you can today you can put neoprene rubber, or if you wanted to keep it original, of course, it's always nice. You can add the green felt in there. Really classy looking piece, I think. And they're available from time to time online. They're not too much, but since it is a historical piece, plan on spending a few dollars there to, if you wanted to acquire that and put that into your collection, or to add that as a collector's piece. But that's what we kind of looked at today. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a quick ZBESTDIY camera restoration and repair video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up and keep a lookout or subscribe for the next edition of ZBESTDIY camera restoration and repair videos. Thank you.